Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. And if you're returning, welcome back. Let's get into it. Holy Spirit, please protect me, my viewers, our families from any negative energy. Protect us from any evil entities, spirits, energy, any curses, hexes, evil eyes. Return to sender 10 billion times fold here. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen. Let's see what we got today. I hope everyone's doing well today. Okay. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is someone received abundance here. Okay, they manifested possibly some abundance here. All right, some blessings came in. Some blessings came in here. Okay, and this was from the past. This wasn't recent. And when this abundance came along, all of a sudden people who didn't consider you, didn't, treat you well, or people who just never paid any attention or any mind to you, when you received this abundance, all of a sudden they were your best friend. They just came out of the woodwork. They wanted to be your friend, be in your energy. It was a big, huge lie, because all they wanted was the abundance that you were receiving here. It wasn't anything else. It was just what you got, okay? And some of you, you questioned that. You questioned, why all of a sudden these people are coming back. They didn't care about me before. And others of you, you allowed people in a bit too quickly. You let them in too quickly. You forgave them and you let them in, and you shared your abundance with these people. And then as quickly as this abundance came in was as quickly as it left, because you shared with the wrong people. And it looks like here the people that you did share with were the wrong people. And the ones who were there for you all this time, you didn't really pay them much mind. You didn't share your abundance with the person or people that were there for you and with you when no one else was. So, yeah. So now you're there, thinking about, the past. You thought about the past and what you did or what they did to you. It could go either way, so take it how it resonates, okay? You learned from the past here, your past mistakes on abundance. You lost all your abundance because you gave it to the wrong people. And that was your karma, unfortunately. You put these people who weren't there on a pedestal, and you're supposed to put yourself on a pedestal, not anyone else. And it's okay to share with people, but not people who were never there for you, who didn't give a crap about you if you were dead or alive. Again, it was this abundance. It was to open your eyes here to show you, as you lost your abundance, it was to show you who these people truly are that you put on a pedestal, okay? And they're nothing. They're nothing. They're a bunch of people who are very low vibrational, okay? They didn't have your shine, when you were healed and well. And they just want to take from you. And then the people who were in your energy at the time that were healed and giving and loving to you, you put in the side burner for these other people that are karmic. Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so that karma came to you where you ended up losing everything. All your abundance gone. Okay, some of you won money off a lottery ticket. Others of you, someone passed away and left you abundance. Others of you, I don't know, you just got abundance, either like a raise at work, or someone passed away, or someone gifted you something. It's different for everyone. But this abundance here that you were manifesting in, you manifested it in, all right, but you gave it to the wrong people. You really messed up. So now you're going through, after going through all this, your perception has changed here, okay? I can see, you learned from your mistakes here. The people who were there for you and you put in the back burner didn't care about, they have a chip on their shoulder, as they should, because they were there for you and you totally ignored them. So they're putting you on the back burner now, because it's like you didn't put in for them when they were putting in for you. Okay, they were giving and receiving until these other karmics came in and took you over, and they don't see you as trustworthy. These people that were in your life that you were giving and giving and taking with here, the people that were in your energy, they don't trust you after doing that. You really hurt them. You hurt their feelings. And they also learned about you. Regardless if you changed or not, whatever you learned here, they're not ready to forgive you. Or maybe if they did forgive you, they choose not to deal with you anymore because of the choices that you made. You may have called those people back that left you there, because you put them out in the cold when the karmics came around. But they don't want nothing to do with you. Okay, and it could be vice versa, okay? It could be you, it could be them. Take it how it resonates. But that is what I'm getting here. Such a shame. It's a shame, but that's how we learn things too. So it is what it is. Nobody's perfect. Then I see for some of you here, some of you are not healed, okay? Some of you are not healed, and you had manifested whatever you manifested in here. It was given to you, though, you weren't healed, but like I said, if you don't manifest the right way, you're not going to receive the way you want. So like you'll get the money or you'll get whatever you want, but then look, somebody comes over and takes it from you because you're not healed. So the lesson was never learned here, okay? So you have to be very careful how you're manifesting. Are you healed first? Are you healing? Are you, manifesting in a positive way? Are you manifesting like you have it already? You know what I mean? How are you manifesting? That's the key. It's really important the way you do it, okay? So, yeah, you got to be careful with that. And it doesn't mean that you manifested wrong. It could also just be a lesson here for you to learn, okay? That when you receive a blessing, instead of, sharing your blessing to people who've been there with you all this time, you give it to people who weren't, that didn't deserve it. That it just could have been a lesson of that kind too. So, it's different for everyone. But someone here definitely has inner wounds that they need to cure here, okay? I feel there's some kind of competition going on here. Somebody wants to put you in a competition. Some of you are dealing with someone who was very jealous of you. Oh, that's what I'm getting now. Okay. So there is someone in your energy when you end up getting your abundance here. Somebody in your connections here, in your energy, they're a snake. So they're friendly to your face, but a whole different person behind your back. They're a backstabber. So when you got your abundance here, I feel like this person told everybody about your abundance, and it wasn't their place to do that. And they were pretty much exposing you to people. And that's why they all started coming in for this abundance, okay? But not only that, this person was also manifesting that you lose everything too. Someone here doesn't like you. They don't like you. They wish the worst for you. But even though you lost everything that you did lose, and you learned from your mistakes here and where you put your time, energy, and what you manifested in here, you learned, okay? That's the biggest and the most important part of this, is that you learned from your mistakes, okay? You learn your mistakes, and you're not going to relive them, I don't see, okay? Hopefully not. Because you're making a lot healthier choices now. You're much happier. You're healing those inner wounds, okay? And you cut ties with everything and anything that just wasn't good for you anymore, okay? Could have been family, friends. It could have been anybody, co-workers. And because of all that, you're moving on and healing yourself and really focusing on your happiness here. You're going to receive what you need. Not what you want, what you need, okay? There's a big difference here. Yeah. But it's not going to stop from somebody coming back from your past here. They have like they could be like very narcissistic. They can have narcissistic characteristics or ways, okay? But someone from your past, they might come in again because they know that you're healing and you're happy, and they're not happy and they're not doing the work to heal. But you look very abundant, even though if you are or if you're not, it doesn't matter. This person thinks you are. They want to come back in, possibly love bomb you. If it's an ex-lover or an ex-friend, family member, they want to come in, all of a sudden want to be in your life again, okay? They're very self-absorbed people, and everything is very one-sided with these people. You got to be very careful here. Okay? Very careful. Oh boy. What else do we have? Holy Spirit. So it looks like you're going to be tested again. You're going to get like many options here. Many options. You're going to get confused. But all the options that are going to come to you, okay, it's going to be unconventional. There might be like one-night stands, people who want to string you along and just lower your vibration here, mess up what you've been trying to heal, messing up, you know, how you glow here. You know, they want to mess you up. They want you to go back. They want you to fall back into your old ways, into your old routines here, your unhealed self. They want you to go back into that direction here. You need to be really careful here. There's someone here, they're not liking how you're healing and how vibrant you are. It's pissing off their demons. That's what I'm getting here. It's really making their demons very angry. But I see you repairing. You know, you're going to continue repairing and rebuilding your life here. Okay? They want to sabotage your life so that, and they're going to be very persistent here. But as long as you keep focusing on yourself and not allowing them back in, then you have nothing to worry about. As long as you keep working on yourself and focusing on you, there's nothing that they can do to you. But it's when you give them a space there to take over, or the minute they find a weakness, you know, a weak spot in you, that's when they're going to take advantage of you. So it's very important that whoever and whatever you left behind, you keep them there and burn that bridge and don't allow them to come back into your life, because this is exactly what they want to do. They want to put setbacks in your path, and they want you to be miserable like they are. They're very jealous here of you, or you of them. Okay? Vice versa. It could go either way. And they're definitely watching you, stalking you. They're really, really looking after you and this abundance that you might get again with all the healthy choices that you make. They know that you manifest well, possibly. Or you're just like, with your energy that you have, it's like you're a walking blessing. So they know being in your energy, they feel like they want to take your blessings, basically. They want your energy, they want your abundance, okay, again, and they want you to give it to them because you're too strong. You're very protected here, so they can't just like steal it from you. But it doesn't stop them from trying to, you give it to them. You know, you give it to them, and that's where the problem is. You know, because the first time you gave, you know, your abundance to someone was during a time where you were giving these second chances and you really wanted to be accepted. Instead of just accepting yourself, you still were looking for validation here. You thought you were healed, but you truly weren't. And your lesson here was to get this, you know, whatever money or whatever you were manifesting here, it was a lesson for you. And the lesson was to lose it all so you can see what you're left with, which was nobody. All those karmics that you thought were really wanting to be in your life and want good for you, they actually didn't. And that was your lesson here, and you learned it. So you're going to get, again, something similar. It might be with different people, different sexes, There might be people you're very attracted to. You know, they're going to come back in, and you're going to have a lot of options here. But if you take any of them, again, you're going to be tested where you can lose your abundance again. So it's really important right now, if you're manifesting back what you had, okay, that you lost, that you don't associate with anybody. Don't tell anybody your business. Don't give your energy to anyone. It's best that you stick to yourself and don't tell anyone that you're manifesting anything. And that's another thing. When you're manifesting, you don't tell nobody. That's just between you and what you're manifesting. No one else, not even your spouse, nothing, absolutely nobody, not your children, just you and whatever you're manifesting in is the only thing that knows that's manifested. It's the divine in yourself. You never share anything to anyone, especially when you're manifesting, because you know they can send you that negative energy where everything falls apart for you and goes the wrong way. So never, ever, ever share that you're manifesting anything to anybody. It's none of their business to begin with. Okay, you're supposed to just let them see the results after you manifested it. You're not supposed to tell anybody about it, okay? Don't tell anybody. Keep quiet. You want your abundance? Keep quiet. Don't tell anybody. Nobody wants you to be happy. I want you all to be happy, absolutely. But other people are not like that, okay? If they're from the dark, they don't want you to be happy. They want to be happy with your stuff that you manifested. They want a free ride into your things here, but they don't want to do the work and heal, okay? That's a big no-no. You don't want to deal with unhealed people like that, especially during a time of manifesting, okay? And I'm not saying you have to be rude or mean to anybody. You just need to cut them off. You know, you can do it a nice way. Look, I'm very busy. I can't do it right now. Whatever excuse you want to say. But let them know that you just don't be around them, because I'm telling you, it's not going to work out for you if you do, okay? These people have outdated thinking here, or you do. And you or them keep replaying events in your head here, you know, either how they screwed you over or you screwed them over, whatever it is. It's outdated thinking here. It's basically about, that time when you lost everything. And they lost everything too, because the people that took from you, because it's a lesson here, they couldn't actually keep it, the abundance of, they couldn't keep it. They lost everything also, because for one, it didn't belong to them. For two, it wasn't for them to receive at all, at any cost, because it belonged to the divine. Anything the divine gives you and it's not meant for someone, they're not going to have it. It's gonna disappear, okay? They thought they were going to have it and be happy with it forever, but no, they lost it. You know, if they took whatever abundant you had and they went and buy a car, well, it's getting repossessed because they no longer can afford it. If it was money, they're going to lose the money that they received from you. They're going to lose even more, because that wasn't for them to begin with. And they were doing everything in a deceitful way. And even though you might not know that, the divine does. And you can't mess with the divine or God himself, okay? So, yeah, and they got really angry, but they're learning here now that, they can't do it that way. So they're looking for different ways to stay in your energy so it doesn't they can take from you, or you can give to them without losing it if they keep you around. That's what some of them are thinking. If they keep you in their energy, or if you keep them in your energy, they're thinking they can keep that abundance so as long as your energy still exists within them. But it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. So some of you have a soul connection coming in here. And it's a possibility that it can lead up to a marriage here, okay? Like everlasting, if you want it to. But once again, you got to make sure that you're healed, and you're making healthy choices, and you continue putting yourself as on a pedestal, and you're putting your energy back into you and focusing on you. when you do that, that's how you look very attractive and everybody wants to be in your energy and around you, is because you're focusing on you, okay, and you're peaceful within yourself. So that's when, you know, that soul connection could possibly coming in. And for others of you, you're dealing with a twin flame here, okay, that's coming in, or they're already in. You already met them possibly. They're polar opposites here. This is not a person that you're supposed to, this might not be a person you're supposed to spend your entire life with, okay? This one here might be the twin flame that might be karmic, okay? They might be. You'll know, because if they're breadcrumbing you, if they're toxic, if you only met them a couple of times and they disappeared on you, a lot of times it's just a karmic type of twin flame. So they're here to help you heal, so the both of you, maybe in the next lifetime, will get together again, or become stronger in every lifetime and heal things together. So it's different for everyone, okay? This twin flame journey is very different for everyone. But for this story here with this twin flames, for this twin flame here, they feel like they're a twin flame. Okay, they feel like they're a twin flame. You met them already, and they feel a very strong connection with you. But Spirit is saying that no, it's, you know, it's a soul connection, but not a twin flame. They just think it's a twin flame because you both complement each other. You balance each other out here, okay? But it's not a karmic twin flame. So the person coming towards you, if you haven't met them yet, it's a soul connection. It's a soul mate, okay? Not a karmic twin flame or anything like that. It's a soul mate, and yes, they could be, it's a possibility that you can marry them if you want that, okay? And if you're manifesting that, it's a great possibility it will happen, okay? But focus on yourself so that the right one comes in and not the opposite. Remember that. Don't start putting anybody in the pedestal besides yourself. Because once you start doing that, well, the devil loves to play games, and you're going to end up with the wrong one. So focus on you, and you'll know, you know, when the right one comes in. You'll know it's your soul connection here. You'll know it's the right soulmate for you. They're not going to play mind games with you. They're not going to breadcrumb you and make you feel like shit. The karmic twin flame does do that. They make you feel like crap. But they're supposed to, because their job is to come in and trigger you to heal things that you need to heal within yourself. Okay? That's what they're there to do. But a soulmate, okay, they don't do that. And a real soulmate are there to love you, help you grow, be by your side, love you unconditionally, just for who you are. You don't have to change anything about yourself, okay? They accept you for who you are no matter what. The twin flames are your bipolar opposites that are karmic ones. So everything you want, they want too, but in a darker way, or they want the same. They want the same things, but in a different way. You know what I mean? That's what makes you guys polar opposites if it's a karmic twin flame, okay? But this is what we're talking about, a soul connection that's coming in. If it hasn't come in already, it's coming towards you. So make sure your authentic self, you're just being you. Because if you start acting out and you start changing your character, what's going to happen is you're going to, chase your soulmate away, because they don't want somebody, who's not themselves. They want they're manifesting you, who you are raw, who you are, in a natural state, okay? Not somebody playing to be wearing a mask. You know what I mean? You don't want to do that. So make sure you're your authentic self here at all times if you're looking for your soulmate to come in. Because you start changing your character, they're going to run away from you. They're not manifesting that character you think they want. They're manifesting who you truly are. Okay? The big difference. And I'm seeing that because, when a butterfly transforms into a butterfly, they're a caterpillar for most of their lives. They only stay alive as a beautiful butterfly for like a very short time. Most of their life, they're a freaking caterpillar. Okay? So, that transformation like that. But if you're faking that transformation, you know what I mean? It's like you're no longer a freaking butterfly, you're a moth. That make any sense? No, you don't want to be a moth, you want to be a butterfly. Butterflies are colorful and pretty. Hello. You don't want to be the moth that eats on everybody's clothes. Yeah, because you're going to look like a moth if you're going to, basically wear a mask here and pretend you're somebody you're not. To them, you're going to look like a moth, okay? Not colorful and not pretty and authentic. You're going to be something that did not manifest. So make sure you're your original self here at all times. Because they want to go to the next phase here. They want to evolve with you. They know you're healing your inner child and you're releasing the past here, all that past pain that you've gone through. You're releasing that, or they're releasing that, or they've already released that, okay? And they're ready to, they're manifesting you in. Because they're healed, they're healing, and they release the past here. Because it looks like they had a tough journey themselves here. But their energy is going to balance you both out together. It's going to be a very beautiful energy between you and this person coming in. If they're not with you already, okay? You take it how it resonates. But you're definitely going to have a new beginning here with this new person I'm seeing that is coming in for most of you. And if it's not a new person coming in because you're not manifesting someone new to come into your life, or you don't want someone new coming into your life, then you're going through this new beginning on your own with your self-love here, and you're going to be abundant with yourself, by yourself, and you're happy with that. So take it how it resonates. It could be either or. You've gone through a really big transformation here. There's been a big transformation here that you've gone through. Some of you have gone through. Some of you gone through a sudden change here in your life. Something happened and it got you to finally transition. Maybe some of you were like extremely oblivious and blindfolded here. You weren't seeing the red flags with someone, and you got some shocking news here, and it caused a really big surprise for you to a point where it caused you to transform into a better person, okay? Something here, some sort of shock happened, and it caused a transformation within you. There's some kind of either shock. It was a shocking news. Something happened, and oh, okay. Or it's going to happen. This sudden shock here. This shocking news is going to happen for some of you if it hasn't already, and it's going to be an insane connection that you're going to have with your soulmate here. It's going to be a really insane chemistry. You're going to have equal interest and an equal burning desire. This person's going to be like your everything that you ever wanted, that you ever dreamed of, that you ever manifested in, okay? This is going to be the everything you want in a person. However, remember how I told you when we manifest things, right? Especially people or lovers or soulmates, the divine doesn't see the fossil of things, of people. It's not, they don't see, they don't care. The divine doesn't care, like, what a person looks like. It's about the soul. So everything that you wish for or manifested into here, it's coming into you. It's just not going to be, it might not be what you're expecting as far as looks go, okay? And that's shocking for some of you might be the way this person may look. So, look, you got to keep an open mind here. Be open-minded, okay? Keep open-minded here. And, it might be that you might not be attracted to this person physically, but they are everything that you want in a person. Okay, they're gonna love you unconditionally. They're not gonna judge you. And if you give them that chance and just stop looking for their imperfections here and really get to know them for who they are, those appearances that you're so, some of you are very opinionated, some of you are very everything has to look a certain way, you're very picky, okay? What you manifest in here, the divine doesn't look at them. It's not going to be exactly who you want as far as appearances go, because the divine doesn't give a shit about how the person looks. It's about who they are as a soul, okay? Because the body dies, you know what I mean? But the soul keeps going on. And it's that soul connection, not the connection to, the fossil. It makes sense. You know what I mean? Yeah, so, yeah. I mean, and okay, for some of you, you just can't do it. Like, if you're like 8 feet tall or 7 feet tall, and then, you meet somebody who's like, I don't know, like little people or something, where, they don't, like there's somebody really, really short or something, and you're not attracted to that, or they might have a disability of some kind, or they might not be that tall blonde or brunette or whatever that you're looking for that looks like a model, you're going to be all upset. Well, then you need to question it too. Like, what's more important here, But again, it's totally up to you. I know everybody has their own opinion. It's whatever makes you happy. And of course, if you don't like the person that you manifested in for appearances, okay, you don't have to have them. Just because you manifested them in, you don't have to be with them. You still have your choices here. But I'm just letting you know that, the divine, when you manifest your soulmate, they're not going to come in as a supermodel 90% of the time, okay? Because the divine's like, look, I'm giving you exactly what you want in as this, the soul is. I'm giving you the soul that you're manifesting. They're not going to give you the fossil, you know what I mean? So just for clear, you know that, okay? But no, if you do, like I said, if there's like a really something serious that you're not really attracted to, and it really bothers you to a point where you could never, like I could never. If you feel that way, then you just can't. But you don't have to be mean to the person or anything like that. You just tell them that, you're not ready or something. Just don't hurt them is what I'm trying to say, because you can't help what body you're born into, okay? So don't be an ass about it. Be nice, okay? Be nice. Everyone is perfect. Nobody's perfect. Anyway, I'm just saying, you would have manifested them in, but like I'm trying to, people don't always understand that. Yes, you manifest a soulmate, but You can be like, oh my God, I'm manifesting this, 6'2" man with blonde hair, blue eyes, or brown hair and brown eyes with muscles everywhere and a six pack, or this, woman that's 6 foot tall with long blonde hair, blue eyes, and like the biggest tits you've ever seen that are firm and huge and just that's tiny as the waist, like she looks like an hourglass, you know what I mean? Yeah, no, you're not gonna get that. I'm sorry. You're not gonna get that. 90% of the time, you will not get that type of person that you're manifesting, because the divine is about the soul and the heart. They're not about the fossil, okay? So make sure before you manifest anybody in that you understand that. The Barbie doll with no brain. I'm sorry. What I can think about. Or the Ken. Oh God. Jesus. Teddy bear. All right. So somebody, that's also coming in, or maybe you're dating now. Some of you are dating, okay? Somebody wants to date you here. They have interest in dating you. You might be already flirting with them, or they're flirting with you of some kind here. But it's blooming here, this romance type of flirty thing here. But this person is not healed that's coming in. They're not healed and they're not ready for any kind of commitment. They're coming in to have a good time, okay? And that's fine too. I mean, you make good friends that way, right? But I'm not saying that they're not ready because they have to heal, but it doesn't mean you can't be dating them and be friends with them or whatever you decide to do with them. But they need to heal. So maybe after they are healed, or you're done healing or something, then that's when you could actually build a relationship with this person, okay? But right now they have they're going through some kind of cycle here, and it's saying that it takes time to heal, but it is progressing. They are doing the work. It just takes time to heal, okay? So you're gonna have to be patient here while you're dating this person. So if you're looking to get into a relationship with this person, you can't force it, or you're going to make them run away from you, okay? They're going to think you're too pushy, and they're going to disappear. They're going to ghost you. They're going to totally just ghost you because they're going to think you're too pushy and weird, and they don't want that. So you're going to have to be really patient and calm and wait for this person to be ready if this is who you want to, settle with, okay? You're going to have to be really patient here if you want to settle with this person, okay? However, I don't know. It's completely up to you if you want to wait for this person to heal, because, healing may not happen all of it in this lifetime. It might be for another lifetime that they're completely healed, if ever. You know what I mean? So it's up to you if you want to wait or not. I don't know. Like it says, it takes time to heal, and this person has a lot of cycles that they've been in here that were karmic cycles. So I'm gonna have to be patient. Okay, be patient if this is what you want, okay? And then someone here that you walked away from, or they walked away from you. Someone is sad here from the separation. They're thinking about you. They're uncertain about the future with you, but they're missing you really much, very much so. And, it could have been like a relationship you were in also that you walked away from, or you just couldn't deal with their BS anymore. They couldn't deal with yours, however it resonates. The thing is, they need to do the healing, or you need to do the healing of that. And they're not healed yet. And that's why you or them keep thinking about them, because they keep thinking about you. Or vice versa. Take it how it resonates, okay? they haven't healed. So they are constantly thinking about you. They're actually, you could have been moved on already from this person for like a long time, like a couple of years already. But to them, every day is like fresh to them. It's a fresh cut every day. Every day it feels like you just cut them. So now everybody that they're dealing with in their life, they're bleeding all over. And, no one cut them but you, or vice versa, okay? They don't want to heal these wounds. So they're bleeding on everybody and blaming everybody for you leaving them or cutting them off or whatever happened here, okay? A lot of you did cut them off because they were a narcissist. They weren't showing you any compassion. Some of them, they're just not, for some of them, they have a closed heart chakra here, or they just don't want to function with emotion here. They can be one of those people that just don't show emotion. They don't want to, they don't like to because they feel vulnerable. Some are just brought up that way because their parents are not affectionate people. They're not comfortable with showing affection. They're not comfortable with showing, that they care and love by physically touching someone, hugging, kissing. They're not affectionate, okay? I'm feeling this person's not affectionate, or you're not. Somebody isn't, okay? And it bothers the opposite person who is. And because you felt like you're being neglected, or they were, in that department, even during sex, they don't kiss you or show affection towards you even during sex. And to you, it's everything. And it is for a lot of people. You know what I mean? We want to feel loved, not just do the dirty thing. So, and I feel that for a lot of you, that's why that separation, happened here, was because there was no give and take with this affection, and you needed that. Everybody needs that. Everybody needs to feel that love from their partner, okay? Everybody does. I'm going to say everybody needs that, who is affectionate type of person, who likes to be touched, who likes to be held, okay? This person grew up not doing that. Their family doesn't do that. Like their parents, like I said, they just don't show love that way. They show love by cooking for them, or buying them things, or saying nice things, but not physically touching the child or person, or hugging them or kissing them, like nurturing them in that kind of way, because that's how the parent grew up, possibly, or the parent went through some kind of trauma themselves, and they don't feel comfortable being affectionate, okay? For some of you, they did go through trauma, and they're just closed off that way, unfortunately, where they don't trust anybody to ever let their guard down, and, it's very sad, but again, it's part of healing, okay? And they're not a bad person because of that. It's just, a lot of times when we go through trauma, as children, as adults, any kind of trauma we go through sometimes, you don't want to ever give that vulnerability to anybody ever again when you've been abused, when you've been neglected or hurt in any kind of way. It's like our protection mechanism, it's like our sword. To be cold is easier than to be warm and affectionate, because you feel like you're allowing people to come in to hurt you again, or use you or abuse you, you know what I mean? So a lot of people turn off their heart chakra because of that. It's not because of the bad people. They're not bad people most of the time. It's just the pain and trauma that they've gone through. It's like a defense mechanism, okay? They're defending their heart from being broken. They rather think logically. They rather show affection by buying things for someone or saying nice things, but not actually physically showing the action of that, like in an affectionate way. Do I make sense? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Anyway, I'm trying to explain the best that I can, that I'm actually seeing it the way, I'm seeing it. But yeah, some people are just, they're not comfortable with affection, and it's just the way it is, you know what I mean? But they know you're very affectionate and loving, or vice versa, okay? And you love that, or the person who is afraid of affection to give it, they love it for themselves, they do. But in the beginning, they could have been scared about it, not knowing what to do about it. They were uncomfortable about it, awkward. And they could be a little socially awkward about it too, because they don't know what to do in that situation, okay? And the people they were around or dated in their past weren't affectionate either. They were more logical, and they didn't play with their heartstrings here. And this person is like closed off, but they do have a lot of feelings. They just don't show them. They hide them, which is even worse, because they don't express themselves. And not expressing yourself, when you start building up with anger, you start building up with emotion here, it kind of like you feel like overstimulated or something. I don't know, and then you explode. And that explosion, oh my gosh. So yeah, and I feel like this person can have that problem where they bottle up everything inside of them, which is very unhealthy. And then they get so full of, so full of all that stress and all that stuff that they've been swallowing. And then suddenly, something goes wrong, like the smallest thing, a pin drop thing can just happen. And then boom, they explode. Like everything comes out. And, that is a problem. They might need some professional help for that too. Okay? And it's very common. I've seen a lot of people have that problem. I even lived with somebody like that years ago. So, it's very common. It is very common. And yes, you can heal from that. Absolutely. You can heal from that. People have healed from it. I've seen it myself. So yes, you're not broken because of it. It's just, you need a little help. That's all. Not a big deal. Okay? Well, at least it's not a big deal if you go and try to fix it with a professional. Okay, like I said already before. Professional is where it's at. Okay, because you're going to get the right information and do things the right way. All right? Yeah. So they're missing you anyway, because I feel like some of them are with people right now that are like them. Again, just more logic, not affectionate, not open, not loving and caring like you are or were. Okay. You tolerated a lot of things from this person because you understood them. Okay? And so you tolerated a lot of things from this person that you probably shouldn't have, because in the end, you were suffering a lot. You were. It's like you had to sacrifice a lot of your happiness to make this person happy. To deal with this person, you had to sacrifice a lot of you. And it wasn't fair. It wasn't fair at all. So, you had enough of it. You wanted to be loved. You wanted to feel that love. And there's no crime in that. And you didn't do anything wrong by telling them that what you wanted. You know what I mean? You didn't do anything wrong. Some of you moved on, maybe some of you moved on, and some of you could have been still married, maybe some of you cheated, but you felt like this relationship was over way before the cheating even happened. But it still happened. I understand that, but okay, marriage is only a paper unless you actually follow your vows, right? So if the person that you love is neglecting you, are they following that marriage? Are they following those vows? No, they're not. They promised you something and they're not doing it either. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just don't see it a marriage when you're married and the person that you promise that you're going to be with no matter what, make them happy and all that other stuff, whatever vow you put out there. Okay. They broke their promise too, you know what I mean? Because had they done what you needed and have, because some of you did go to counseling with them, some of you did tell them, talk to them, and gave them so many chances to change, and they wouldn't. And so, you were just so tired of it and burnt out, and you needed some shoulder to cry on. You needed to feel loved or whatever it was, and, you went out and got it. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying, so for some, that's what happened, and it is what it is. I'm not going to judge you because everybody deserves to be loved. All right? Everybody deserves to be loved. And, they can call you whatever name they want. They can tell you anybody that you cheated or whatever, but had they tried to love you the way you needed to be loved, would you have ran off with someone else? Probably not. So it's their fault too. You know what I mean? It's not all on you. If that's what happened. So, yeah, I don't blame you, if it did. I don't blame you. Because you're a human being. Everybody needs that love too. Everybody deserves it. All right, so let me see what we have here for messages to help you out. All right, let's see some love messages. Let me shuffle them up a little bit. Okay, actions speak louder than words. If you want to know what someone is feeling, watch what they are doing. Okay? Watch what they're doing. If you want to know how they're feeling, watch what they're doing. Difficulties. Jealousies from others may serve as obstacles to the success of this connection. Put yourself first. Loving yourself makes you more romantically attractive, like I said. It makes you look more attractive, Love yourself. Put into yourself, Don't ignore your needs and don't put others before you. I understand. I'm not talking about when you have children. That's completely different, okay? If you have young children, no. They always come first. That's not what I'm talking about. But I am talking about, yourself when the children are already taken care of here. And then you need to put the rest into you, okay? And the romantic person that you're involved with, they need to allow you to do that, okay? Because that's part of your health here. It's part of loving you and being who you are and being, a happy person. It's putting yourself first. So make sure you're doing that, okay? All right, that's what I have for you all tonight. I'm sorry I've been so busy lately. There's a lot going on here. My daughter's away, home from school on winter break. So I have her home now until next week. So then I'll be back to my old routine again. So thank you all for being very patient. I appreciate each and every one of you so much for, sticking by me here. I love you all very much, and thank you so much for all that you do. And if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do. It's absolutely free, and it doesn't cost you a thing, okay? But it does help my channel a lot, and it helps me do more free readings for you all. I know they're general, but I still connect with a lot of different people. And if this connected with you in any kind of way, let me know. I always like to know in my comments so that I can keep on trying to connect with you as I hear from you, okay? So I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Make good choices. Make sure you all lock your doors, lock up, cleanse yourself, drink plenty of water if you can, not if you have like some kind of problem where you can't, okay? And take care of yourselves, okay? I love you all very much, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. Good night.